So I set off from home and walked down past the police station, down Kirby Corner Road, and turned off by Westwood campus. There was a footpath leading into the main university. Wasn't a path I used hugely often because I generally cycled, but my cycle had died the previous week. Somebody ran it over with a lorry, and so I was walking. And as we turned the corner, or I turned the corner from Kirby Corner Road onto the footpath, I realised how well lit it was. There were bright street lights every few yards or so. And I thought, gosh, that's nice. I bet this was really creepy before these lights were put up. I'd literally just finished thinking it when I was jumped on from behind, and somebody's hand was put over my mouth and a knife was put in my neck on the right-hand side. And he said, if you scream, I'll kill you. And he walked me along the footpath into a dark area between the streetlights. And there was a fence each side of the footpath, one of those green plastic diamond panelled fences, and playing fields beyond. They've all gone now, but in those days there was a football pitch certainly to the right. And there was a link door in this link fence that was unlocked unusually. And he took me through there to the far end of the football pitch where it was completely dark and quiet. And he lay me down and he pulled my skirt over my hips, took my pants off and raped me. Afterwards he told me to stay still, or just to stay there, and then silence. And that was really, really frightening because I had no idea where he was. I had no idea how long I was meant to stay put. And I thought, if I got up, he's got a knife, he's used a knife. Will he kill me? Will he say, I told you to stay where you were and you've got up? So I waited on the ground for about 5 minutes and thought, I can't stay here all the time. Got up and he'd gone. So I made my way back to the footpath, and there was a student walking out, and I asked him to help me. I said, I've just been raped. I need help. It changed me completely. It was very, very scary. So afterwards, it was a week until I could write again before my hand would just wobble when it hit the paper. Some weeks I was too frightened to walk a few yards in the dark from one part of the university campus to another. Sometimes I was okay, but often I just couldn't do it. Even in daylight, if somebody unfamiliar came up behind me, I would freak out. And emotionally, you are all over the place. Somebody has violated you in a really intimate and horrific way. And yeah, they've got no right to do that. The police were brilliant. The West Midlands police did not have the best reputation 40 years ago, but they were great to me. They believed me. I mean, it was fairly obvious I had knife wounds in my neck and I was in a state, but they were fantastic. But because I never saw his face, he was always behind me. They had very, very little to go on back in the day. They found his blood group fairly quickly from the forensic evidence, and they harvested a lot of forensic evidence very, very quickly. These days, forensics has got so much more sophisticated, and there'd been a couple of television programs on forensic advancements and solving cold crimes. And in my naivety, I assumed that every police force had a cold crime team that were just sort of sifting through things, working out which ones were worth looking at again. And it just occurred to me that that wasn't the case, and I would have to make the first approach. So I got back in touch with West Midlands and said, could they look at it? If he was 20 to 30 then, he'll be 60 to 70 now. Odds on he's still alive. I want him found. I want justice. Whether or not they find him or goes to prison, what I would really like deep inside me is for him to be walking along a road one day and for somebody to be behind him who is bigger than him and stronger than him and that has malice in his thoughts, and for him to know that and for him to feel a little bit of the fear that I felt that day.
It's really key for people to be able to describe to us and let us know what they saw, what they heard, what they observed at the time, because it's all part of a much bigger picture that we're trying to piece together. It's like a jigsaw. We need forensic considerations, but we need witness accounts, victim accounts, what was available at the time. It all comes together collectively to form the overarching picture, really, which is what's going to help us crack this case. A rapist is a rapist, and they need to know that they will be pursued lawfully but relentlessly by West Midlands Police for perpetrating this type of offence. These type of offences have really far-reaching implications and devastating consequences for people and their wider families, and they are worthy of our full attention.